Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California, and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains. Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. The Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So the USC Trojans offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. The battle for Los Angeles, 2 spectacular uniforms, awesome backdrop, and the battle for the victory bell, guys.
I was going to say, aesthetically, this is one of my favorite games of the year. I love when both schools wear their home unis, and they're traditional. They haven't changed very much over the years. This game's just fun to watch in every sense of the word.
Fun for the fans, too, because they don't have to go anywhere. And you know what else is always cool? You tune in this game late in the season, what do you get? Great weather, too. I mean, it makes me jealous every year watching this football.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Defense did a great job, 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They'll decline the penalty here. The result of the play stands. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They've lost football games this year, so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. They're going to stay competitive, and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year. Then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Got it. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And the Bruins have this offense rolling. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. They stripped it out. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To throw, it's Fuller. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg and rolling out. On the run, still looking. He fires it out to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Trojans are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Fuller. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Offense getting set for first down. They go to the draw. Fights off an defender. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Spits it out to the back. Gets open down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Fast motion from the offense. He'll take it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, and go out and focus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Got his man. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to throw. It's Fuller. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown.
Gonna let it fly. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. After 45 on its work, continues to fight for yards. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason to play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big.
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bruins. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead, you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by just one over Notre Dame. For now, inspect.
Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. To the air, it's Fuller. Get it out on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if the dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They'll try to pop the draw. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to scramble. He makes the catch. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
Touchdown, USC! at the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Back to pass, it's Fuller. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job.
Yeah, and it's just really such a point of pride. Victory bell, not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Nice move to keep moving. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Getting some heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The RPO fired complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. It's caught. They make the stop, but the sweet bullet catch is ready to give them a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Dropping back, it's Fuller. They're trying to get to it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires one high and deep. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Bruce. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now. For this defense, if they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got his man. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. Keeps looking downfield. It's caught downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man out of the backfield. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On the move. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.